Make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon. Hello, and welcome to Let's Sip and Talk with Frema on this great Sunday. Did I say Fremas? No, excuse me. On this great Sunday, you know what? Congratulations to all the graduates. Kudos to you guys. Continue to succeed. Continue to be great. You know, we have your back. Remember, it's always priceless to be kind. You never know what someone is going through. Make sure you uplift somebody, compliment somebody, make their day. Also, today we have our guests, our panelists. I'm allowed them to introduce themselves. We're at 1575 Brooklyn Restaurant and Lounge here in Orangeburg. Y'all make sure y'all come out on Sundays. Try something new. Try something new, people. It's nothing wrong with coming and sit for an hour, have a few drinks, some food, and listen to great conversation. So we'll start with Dre. Please introduce yourself.
What's up, America? You already know. It's LAFLARE coming live from the bird.
Go ahead, Alicia.
Hi, everybody. I'm Alicia Wilson. Everybody know me by Miss Redhead. That's pretty much it about me.
I like that red. I was gonna say that, but I didn't. I love it.
What you do for a living?
I am at this current moment. I am an at-home mom and wife.
Look, standing ovation.
I'm on you.
I love it. Hard job. It is a hard
job in America.
It is hard. I'm telling you. Food gotta be cooked. Kids' homework gotta be done.
I'm gonna just keep the answer because I don't cook. But no, that's my husband's job.
Husband, we'll talk after the show. Melvin, hey, how you doing?
He's an
Hey,
inspiration.
Angela. Thank you so much, Melvin. We're gonna have that. I'm gonna have that couple on. I'm gonna have that couple on because a lot of people need to, they need to hear it from a different perspective because a lot of people got things twisted out here. So we might need to have y'all on the show one day.
Who said the role of the woman is to clean the kitchen?
Thank you.
Okay, I'm not even gonna go
there. We're gonna talk about that on another show.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about that on another show. But today's show, we are talking about unprotected adult actions. And I know a lot of people are like, shout out to Arthur for giving me a way to reword that topic because my mouth could be a little and I'll just say it all slangy and guttery. But he cleared it up for me. He said, how about calling it unprotected adult action? So that's what we're talking about today. And that can go in different ways. But of course, the first thing you think about when we say unprotected adult action is unprotected sex, right?
Right.
We're going to say that for maybe about 5 minutes. What I thought about on the way here is not protecting our feelings. Like we have unprotected adult action that can go in many different ways because of our actions. So our feelings to me can be an action, not just a verb or whatever, but it can how you act towards something after your feelings either get involved or don't get involved. So we don't protect, a lot of us do not protect our feelings as adults. And when I say that, I'm saying as far as now we're going to swing sex in it. Once we start having sex, we no longer protecting our feelings. We feel like, okay, he put it on to me really good. He's mine. I've heard someone say that because we had sex, he's my boyfriend. He's mine. I'm no longer protecting my feelings if I have that train of thought because we never had that conversation.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So how do y'all feel about unprotected or not protecting your feelings after sex? Is that something we should do, shouldn't do? How do y'all feel about it?
Oh, you want to go, Dre? Oh, thank you, Dre. All right. How I feel about it is we have to know ourselves first. And then I think knowing yourself is half of the battle.
Right. You know what you can accept and not accept.
Right. And then also you have to me, I would have to talk to myself. Like, okay, Alicia, it's time to stop. Push your brakes. Accept what that person is offering and let it be. If you said it's going to be just sex, okay, I already know this is my smash partner.
Right.
Nothing else. I can't expect nothing else from you. And we as women, we sometimes think that, this.
You say that now. You can say what you want to say.
Okay. You think this pussy is so good that we going to change this man's life and he going to do this and he going to do that, But that's not the case, you know. A man is gonna do what he wants to do.
Absolutely.
Point blank period.
Absolutely.
And I think we as women have to come to terms with if he don't make that change for you, sis, you're not the one.
You're not the one. So let me ask you this, and with Let's Sit and Talk with Frema, our conversation goes all over the place. So being that you said that if he don't make that change for you, you're not the one. So do you feel a man change for who they want to change for, who they want to be with?
Yeah.
A lot of women don't understand that. You know, they feel like, okay, a man's not, you can't change a man. You're not necessarily changing him, but he's going to change for you.
Right. You can't change a man, and a woman cannot raise a man.
Right. Absolutely.
I just believe
that's the truth. That's the honest truth. Dre, you're mighty quiet.
I'm just listening.
So how do you feel about not protecting our feelings, man or woman?
Well,
men get attached too.
Yeah, we do got a tendency to get attached. You know, if the booty can't good, it good. You know, we can't help ourselves. But at the same time, you know, sometimes it happens unexpectedly. You know, you go in with one mind frame, and then after the situation happens, your whole mind frame will change. You know, so you know, you really can't prepare yourself for it, but you can be on the lookout for it. Like, you know, like, okay, man, like I need to watch myself with this girl. You know, she might put that gold brick on me. You know, have a nigga sprung. You know, you could.
And then
but then when you do that, it's almost like you setting yourself up to block your feelings for her.
Yeah.
Because if you know you're thinking like that, she might get me whatever like that. I'm already gonna put this energy off to her like this. So I ain't gonna really accept how I really feel about this girl because I'm trying to get this image that, you know, I put it out there that it's gonna be just a sex thing. So I'm already, you know, set myself up like, you know, stop, you know, don't do this, don't do that. But then you don't really get a chance to really come into your feelings about that person at the moment.
Okay, Lisa Ray said a man got to be worth it for a man to change. Excuse me, a woman got to be worth it for a man to change, vice versa. She the GOAT.
Which is true. You know, a man will change quicker for a woman that he loved than a woman he just married.
I mean, yeah, if he's just smashing, yeah, but when feelings come involved, that's different.
See, that's when you establish your role in a person's life before all that even goes down.
And boundaries. I say establish some boundaries.
And see, that's what I was about to say, because let me tell you where those boundaries come in at. If you're just smashing, you're gonna smash, you're gonna get up and go, you're leaving. Y'all might not even talk today. You're gonna hit her up when you want some. But if you find yourself smashing and laying down a little bit afterwards, hitting her up throughout the day, worrying about what she doing, who you talking to, that's where the emotions and the feelings come in. So there is a separation, but your actions have to display that as well.
Right. And if it don't, it's going to be some kind of confusion.
Everybody gonna be
definitely be in the building.
You gotta come to some type of agreement.
I thought you wanted to say
you gotta come to some type of agreement. When you're dealing with a person, you know, whether you try to build them as a partner or just have them as a sex object, you know. You gotta establish that right there from the get-go, what it's gonna be and how it's gonna go down. You know, so it won't be no misconstrued, no confusion,
or when the
down
changes
the line.
occur.
Yeah, or when the changes
occur. Because we can maybe just start out as just smashing, but then when my feelings go left and I find myself going outside of what Alicia would normally do to benefit or to help you, I need to tap the brother on the shoulder. Yeah. Okay, this is where I'm going with it. Are you here with me? Do you feel the same way? Then, you know, then you have to accept what he's saying.
Absolutely.
But then you have to be able to accept also to pull back if you need to pull back and let it go how it goes.
We got to protect our feelings. And it goes back to the topic. Unprotected adult actions. A lot of us are not protecting our feelings in certain situations that we put ourselves in. Lisa said, don't lay up. She said, don't lay up, get up and go. When you lay up, that's what's going to happen. Besides, if that's a person that treats you real good, things happen. Absolutely. Angela said communication is key. That goes back to what you said, Alicia. In the beginning, lay those boundaries down. Let them know, listen, I mean, if we're going to keep it real on here, if I got a woman at home or whatever, or if I got a man at home, this is what your purpose is. You know, we're not laying up, we're not doing anything. Even if I don't got a woman, it's just me and you that's smashing, but that's all I want. It's nothing more. Don't call me. I'll call. Don't check up on me. You know, this is just a straight cut friend type situation. We don't need all the extra stuff because that's when the feelings get involved.
Right.
We talk on the phone a lot. Feelings get involved.
So even if you don't lay up, I'm going to say this. I'm just using myself as an example. Like when I started talking to my husband, we haven't slept together or anything, but we found ourselves, we communicated all the time. We talked on the phone.
That emotional attachment.
We travel back and forth. So that built a whole lot with us, but not even being.
I love it.
So that alone too will make you catch feelings, get involved.
And it's a bigger bond that way too.
Right.
It's a way bigger bond when you communicate with someone for a period of time before y'all actually take it there.
Right.
You know, because you really learn to like someone for who they are and not just how good it feels. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
and keep your feelings. I'm gonna say keep your feelings 1,000 because I don't never want you to underestimate like what it is. I don't never want you to think or question what it is. I'm gonna be a straightforward person.
Right.
This is what it is. This is what I like. This is what I don't like. And you can take it however you want to take it, but this is what I'm gonna give off.
Absolutely.
So I think if you keep that open too, then adjust. It'd be better for the person to understand, so you won't get anything.
Absolutely, because a lot of people get assumptions. That's a hell of a word.
Mm-hmm.
So, the unprotected adult actions. My question is, why is it so easy to have unprotected sex? I noticed that. Let me find notes. How would I notice that? Here nor there.
Yeah.
Why is it so easy? And y'all know I pick on the men. I pick on the men a lot because I'm a woman. Okay, so it is so easy for, hold on. Angela said, and sometimes you can't help it when emotions get involved. And I definitely agree with being transparent. Absolutely. You can't help it. That sneaks up on you just like that L word sneaks up on you. You never know when you're going to fall in love. That thing just happened.
Yeah, you're right about that.
I'm telling you. That's something you can't.
Because I definitely told my husband what he was going to do. Like when I met him, I out the blue told him, "You're going to be my husband."
Okay.
He was like, "Oh no, we're not getting married.
That's something called manifestation.
I'm not, I'm not looking for a wife at this moment, this and the third." Okay, friend. I hear what you're saying.
Right.
You know, he told me from the jump, I don't like you popping up to my house. I don't like pop-ups. Call before you come. Sis still came to the house with her bag.
And they married today, y'all.
And we married today. So you got to sometimes pick your battle.
Y'all hear that right? Y'all better pick y'all battle.
You gotta pick your battle sometimes. Sometimes you might have to help him, get where he needs to be, understand, this is what I need, this is what, so. Yeah, I told him he was gonna be my husband.
Angel said manifestation is at its finest. Go ahead.
But that's when you say a man will change for the right woman.
There you go.
Because I'm not gonna lie to you. Before her, I was a single daddy.
Okay.
To the fullest.
That's
why I wasn't trying to say that, but I was.
Yeah.
So
we open on this show long as y'all two.
Yeah. So I mean, I was a hoe, my soul. So when she came along, and the first conversation we had, she like, "You gonna be my husband?" And I'm like, "Okay, yeah, you tripping." So
it changed for her.
No, but a man, if a man finds that woman, like we in our 40s, so you don't have to take 5 years to know what you want.
Yeah,
you know what you want. You've been through the fair relationships already, so you know what you don't want.
Absolutely.
And you know what you want in the next person, so it doesn't take that long. We were married for 5 months.
Really?
And we met on POF. Shout out to POF.
See, that's another topic.
Y'all know what POF is.
There's
plenty of fish.
I am so for online dating. A lot of people feel like but you can meet somebody in the streets and they be just as crazy or whatever. But I don't see nothing wrong with online dating. So we did a topic on online dating. See, I'm having y'all on the show. We don't talk about this relationship. We talk about online dating, all this good stuff. So yeah, ain't nothing wrong with online dating at all. Angela said exactly, time doesn't matter. She preached that to me all the time. Time does not matter. You can be with someone for 3-4 years and still, of course, we'll never know everything about someone, but you still may not know as much from that 3 to 4 years as opposed to 5 months. You see what I'm saying? Right. So somebody can be upfront with you, direct, blunt, transparent. Within a couple of months, you know so much about them. And here it is, 3 years, 4 years, and this person is just selling you hoop dreams and telling you all kind of stuff. That's not
the representative is out.
Yeah.
I don't want the representative.
Yeah. Give me who you are. Let me
Give me
decide
who
if
you
this
are,
is
because
something
I'm not
I
going
want
to give you my representative.
to do. Absolutely.
Because the representative get tired, he want to retire. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't got time for that.
Yeah.
You know.
I need you to be your genuine self.
Yeah.
Okay, so
For real.
be who if it's
Be who you
be
are.
who you are. I don't know no other way to put it. Like my mouth is a little reckless. You know, I say a little stuff. I can't change that. I may try to hold back a little bit, but I need you to see who I am.
My mouth is very
You see what I'm saying? I need you to see who I am.
Yeah.
I only get reckless at certain points.
And what point would that be?
When I get pissed off.
Well,
You know, that's when I get reckless. But you know, sometimes you know that recklessness at the mouth. You know, some guys find that attractive. You know, I kind of like when a female kind of cuss me
you
out
get
a little bit.
reckless and we make up.
Yeah, you know, you know.
It makes you feel like, yeah, she gonna stand her ground.
Yeah,
exactly.
you know,
She gonna check me. You know, she ain't gonna let me just,
right,
you know,
right,
you know, whatever,
yeah.
but she gonna be like, all right now.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Look, all right, motherfucker, all right.
You
You know, you got that, yeah.
Well, that's mine thing.
You got to have, you got to have that down.
You want some. At the end of the day, y'all men want a woman that's at least gonna stand her ground. You don't want somebody that just
So submissive till she do.
you know.
And I don't even want a person like that. I lose myself in you.
Right. No.
And I have to always like tell myself sometimes, even with my husband, people like, well, you so when you do this, I'm like, but I'm not going to stop being me because you don't like this or you don't like that about me. This is me. I'm not gonna. I can't lose myself in you because I still got to be Alicia. You know, I'm gonna still be Alicia. Yeah, you might like some things Alicia do. You might not like some things Alicia do. But I can't lose me to make you feel better about who I am.
And it all goes back to respect. Even though you're not losing Alicia, you're not going to do anything to disrespect your husband.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
And
So
you have to be able to have faith, and you know, believe that. So,
absolutely. So, unprotected adult action. Why is it so easy to have unprotected sex?
Because it's fast. You gotta worry about putting the condom on.
There's no accountability. No accountability.
I mean, nah. Sometimes you just get caught up in that moment. You know, you don't feel like looking for something, man. You know, you right there in the heat of the moment. You gonna stop and come on, man. Let me see.
Oh my God, I would hope so.
Let me see if I got a Trojan on me real quick. Now, it's different if you just met that person. And yeah, I would recommend you know, have your stuff with you. You have it ready. But if you know this person for like a couple months, a hot little minute.
That don't really mean nothing, though.
I think not having to have accountability. I'm just going with what it is, so I don't have to be held accountable for whatever I'm doing here. So let's get it. You know, I don't want to do all of that.
So let me ask you this.
Oh Lord, I knew Dre was coming. I ain't even do nothing but laugh just now.
You think it's the man responsibility?
No, it's both.
Or it's both responsibility?
It's both.
I say both. Yeah,
It gotta be both.
I say both.
Unless he's raping you, I mean, it's both of y'all. I know he's.
But I would lean more to the women. I would lean more to the woman
because you're allowing it.
Because it's your body. You're coming into me.
You're
I need to make sure what is coming into me is good for me.
Exactly.
So I'm gonna need to protect me. Cause a man, I mean, he out there, you know, but you coming into me. And this good girl here, she's sensitive.
Right.
So I need to make sure that she is protected at all times. So I would lean more on the woman when they both play a part, but I would lean more on the woman because the woman needs to make sure what's going on with her body is protected for herself.
Absolutely. So. And honestly, a lot of women allow it, to be honest.
Right.
You know, a lot of women allow it. And I mean, I don't want to fault one or the other gender, but at the end of the day, like you said, Alicia, I'm gonna have to agree, it's our vagina. You see what I'm saying? Like, we're allowing him to come in without a condom. You know, we're not even, are we thinking about a baby? Let alone, are we thinking about STDs? Like,
and you gotta look at some women, women is allergic to semen.
Yeah.
I'm allergic to semen.
What?
So you gotta look at that.
Look at her man Drake like speechless.
You see, I'm looking like
I even know what. Normally I have a comeback question.
I have a comeback with it, but you know,
I thought she was about to say she allergic to latex or something.
That's a big thing. Semen throws off women pH
down.
So you gotta look at that. So why not protect yourself?
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You talking about you got these odors and all kind of stuff coming on. Girl, I need you to check. You know what you got going on coming inside.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's so true.
At the end of the day, you gotta protect you first. I have a friend, Mr. Reggie. He always say, "Don't forget about you." Absolutely, that's a big thing. Don't forget about you.
Don't forget about you. A lot of us lose ourselves because we want to put the other person first. We worried about, of course, we should be concerned about their feelings and how things make them feel, but then we're forgetting ourselves on the deep end.
Right.
You know, we're putting ourselves on the back burner because we just don't care. But Angela said so true, but both are held responsible.
Right.
Absolutely. But what baffles me is we have this unprotected sex. Somebody's getting pregnant or, you know, or end up with an STD and now y'all both mad at each other. But why? I know it sounds crazy. What do you mean why? Why? Because y'all both knew what y'all was getting into. Did both of y'all go to the doctor? Did both of y'all get tested together? Did y'all see paperwork? So yeah, I mean, honestly, I don't see the need for either person to be mad.
I asked those things.
You gonna be mad? It's like you
I asked my
daughters
husband, "You got tested?
But how you
What's going on with your?" He be like, "Yo, you like you a different kind of breed."
No,
yeah, I
need to ask
know.
those questions.
I need some. I need at least 30 days.
We need
And
to
he
know.
was like, "Really? Yeah, really?
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
Trust me, it's women out here that ask. Dre, why would you be upset knowing you went in with no protection? How would you be upset because you felt like, oh, she knew what she had going on and she still allowed me to do it?
All right, let me ask this first. So
you can't answer a question with an ask.
I gotta make sure I answer the question right now. Have we been rocking for a while, or is it just a first meet thing?
What does it matter?
You still going in raw. You still
because it's different.
Are y'all together or you're not?
Like if you
Let me ask you that. Are y'all together or you're not? That is the question.
Okay, let me break both of them down.
Okay.
All right, if you together and you know you done been rocking for a minute, then that should have been
I'm gonna be mad.
a discussion that you had, you know, because getting to know a person. So that's something right there that they be told right then and there, you know, especially if you're trying to do something long term with that person, you know.
I would be upset if we've been rocking for a while and then all of a sudden something comes up.
If you got something going on with yourself, you know, let your partner or whatever you want to call them know. But when it comes to a first meet basis, like that one night stand type thing, unprotected,
be mad at yourself.
Yeah, you kind of got to be mad at yourself on that because, like you said, you don't really know dirt squat about that person,
right?
You know, but things happen. You know, could have been drunk, could have been high.
Either one.
You know, things happen.
We should say either
whether
way.
I know you long term or I just one night stand.
See that long term.
You still look at you still doing the same thing because both actions will still get an STD. Because STD, they don't know that y'all done been together this long period of time. You know what I'm saying? So it's still like
I guess
but they know
going back to the loyalty. When you dealing, you shouldn't be dealing with somebody else. You know, to where none of this is happening.
But who's to say you can't deal with somebody else? Have we established that we're in a relationship? So a relationship only right. So have we established that? Because if we haven't, honey,
then it's fair game.
It's fair game out here. But see, that's the problem with a man. That man think when you got that
that's
thing,
an assumption he got that thing.
She's
not nobody else.
You can't go over here. But he can go over here and get.
Okay, you can't do it.
All right.
You can't do it.
Okay.
James says, so what if it's a spur of the moment? If it's a spur of the moment,
that's on you.
That's still on you.
That's your fault.
That's
on you. You just met that woman.
I think it's on you. All day. If it's a spur of the moment, that's on you.
But see, it's gonna hurt more coming from a person that's long term because you expect more.
Right, you expect more
out of them. You know.
So let me ask y'all this.
More out of them?
Let me ask y'all.
Was that established?
Possibly so if it's long term.
Let me ask y'all with this whole long term thing, okay? And y'all know I just say all kind of stuff. So let's say I had a man, right? Mm-hmm. But I also had a boo thing on the side for long term. Mm-hmm. So am I to expect?
Hold on. Wait a minute. You got a man for a long term and you got a boo thing for long. Frema, you can't have both on long term now. Somebody got to get cut short sometime down the line.
Wow.
Because, like, how you gonna be able to balance that out?
Child, we got a question.
She didn't want to answer that question.
First, it goes back to communication. Right. Side boo know his place. Mm-hmm.
So you basically telling him,
and that's what he accepted.
You gotta stay. You gotta stay in his role.
Damn right.
Because you got your man.
Damn right.
That's with any situation. Everybody need to know their lane. Everybody need to know what place they need to be in. That's just like if you're in a relationship, you're in a blended family, wife, baby mama, side piece, this piece, that piece. Everybody need to play their role. The problem is everybody like to get in other lanes that they don't need to be.
Absolutely.
So
absolutely. Let me tell you why though, Alicia. Because now he done raw dog me. And I feel like, it's like, nah, he mine now. I don't care. He's mine.
You ever heard that saying? I leaked it his mind.
No.
You need to listen to that saying.
I've never heard it. Angela says sexual health conversations are very important, along with being transparent. If asking questions is a problem, that's a red flag itself. Absolutely. I agree. James said red flag, Frema. I agree with Angela. I feel like in the beginning, I don't care if you decide the main, the whatever. A conversation need to be had, letting you know, okay, listen, it's me and you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Nothing else going on. We're adults. We're having unprotected sex. We need to know that we're not dealing with other people on the side. This is a lie out here. You know? And I done broke this down 1 million times on this show. If me and Dre dealing together, and I know Dre's married, Dre know I'm married, then 9 times out of 10, we're neglecting shut up. We're neglecting our spouses, right? So now our spouses got time to be with Joe over here, and my spouse got time to be with Amy over here because we neglect them because we're together. So now Amy and whoever probably got whoever, because when the spouses is with us, they got number time on their hands. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Y'all see how that train just keep going and going and going and going. So that's why conversations need to be had, letting everybody know that ain't nothing but me and you rocking.
Where we stand. Because I know I'm just going to
it's all about loyalty.
So if you have that situation and you're saying, okay, me and you together. Okay, so when you want to introduce something else or something that's going on, I want to bring in like a poly situation.
Okay.
That needs to be
discussed.
And
so I'm going to stop you, but I want you to keep going after I say this. When you have that conversation or want to have that conversation, a lot of men don't know what we will accept. You get what I'm saying? Give me the option, or even a man. We don't know what they will accept. So let's talk about it. If I'm in a poly and that's something I want to do, let's talk about it and give me the option to say, hell yeah, let's do it. Because you never know until you ask.
Oh, yeah.
You never know until you ask.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right by that.
Oh, look, we talking about like I ain't on camera, y'all. Yeah. Oh, y'all come on the show next Sunday. Listen, next Sunday's show is what's your name, Bubby?
Will.
Next Sunday's show is Alicia and Will. Alicia and Will. Okay, I love it. Okay, Alicia and Will's next Sunday. We're talking about online dating and we're talking about poly relationships. Give me something. You came in my life for a reason, girl. Okay, so that's next show, next Sunday, poly relationships and online dating. Because I love it all. On one of my shows, I talked about poly.
What's up, Dre? What you shaking?
You don't agree with it.
I'm shaking my head at Frema.
Well, it's the truth. I mentioned I wanted a poly relationship, but I wanted 2 husbands. And I don't know. Something wrong with that? A lot of people don't agree with it because it's 2 husbands. You get what I'm saying? They feel like
I'm sure everybody agree with that.
2 wives.
Why not, Dre?
I don't even want 2 wives.
It's a lot.
It's too much to deal
It's a lot to deal with.
Well,
save it for the show, Will. Save it for the show, Will. You got to get them too much just now. I guarantee we have a lot of people.
You're saying it's too much for you to deal with 2 women, or is too much for you to deal with this overall situation?
Just period. Like,
okay.
Why?
You know,
if everybody understand, everybody's on the same thing. I don't understand why.
But see, at some point in time, somebody's gonna stop understanding and gonna stop thinking something else.
I don't think so because we're open.
Yeah,
right.
Because everybody know everything.
That's when they get that vibe. You know?
That's the topic again. Adult. Same thing. Like you got to,
But it goes back to like how we were saying again. You gotta establish with that person what's going down. You know, through the years or months or however long y'all doing y'all little things might change.
Right.
Y'all gotta make sure it's the same change for both of y'all.
Right.
Not just for one.
That's what the communication
comes in.
That's why I said when you feel yourself changing or you getting feelings based off what it was initially, it needs to be a conversation. Somebody needs to be pulled to the table and, voice how you feel.
Right.
You got to be transparent. You know what I'm saying?
So let me ask you, damn it, I'm trying to wait the next week, y'all. Gosh. So if feelings do end up getting involved for the third party, do y'all just let it go?
We will have to let it go. Because
but how do y'all know that person won't come back?
And that's fine. That's fine if that person come back. But the main thing is that we're here in this relationship. This is us. So we'll bring you into our circle. We're bringing you into our atmosphere. So at any given time, it changes the atmosphere of what we have going on.
You gotta go. And that's what y'all agree with.
Right. Well, actually, this is something that I wanted. My husband agreed and came along with him. Yeah. So you don't normally find that.
Bad man, boo.
Yeah.
Definitely next week.
Bad man.
Drake.
Yeah.
Be $100. You already owe me 200.
Look, he said 100, now it's 200, man.
I got you with the flight.
Listen, you guys, you know,
I'll do that today when I get home.
with conversation,
Yeah.
yeah. If you want to send me another one, you can.
Okay.
And then send one of them. Yeah, we'll be out together. But listen, you know, things may resonate with you, things may not resonate. That's the purpose of having this show, is because a lot of people probably in the audience, you know what I mean, but viewers probably saying, you know, maybe, hey, I want a poly relationship, or hey, I want to sit there and talk to other people, but I don't know how to protect my feelings. See, everybody I feel would learn from something that was said today. You know what I'm saying? So that's the purpose of the show. I don't care if one person gathers something from it or it resonates with them. We did our job.
Right. What's the difference between a poly relationship and a man or woman cheating?
Hello, say it again, Alicia.
One is known and one is unknown. It's the same thing.
What's the difference? We've been doing this all our lives.
Right.
I'm gonna be honest, because I have been open and honest on here. I've always had a back tire. I call them a spare tire, a back pocket, whatever you want to call it, since 8th grade. So if you always have someone on the side, why not just introduce it into the relationship and see what they say?
You put mine into
Right.
quickly.
You won't know. They might agree with it.
Right.
They might agree with it.
Yeah. You
So-
know, like they say, everybody got to know their role in the person's life. But at the same
There go the
time,
butt. There go the butt.
can't
There
tell
go the
a-
butt.
All right,
Alicia,
listen,
Angela said ain't no difference. It is the same thing. I agree with Alicia.
you can't tell a person to know their role and where they're supposed to be at if you are allowing them to come into
There's still a role,
situation.
Dre. Don't
No,
get it
no,
twisted.
you is not about to sit here
Dre,
and say to.
I'm not even in a poly
Listen.
relationship, but I'm gonna argue this one. They know they role when they come in. We sit down. We said, Lord, let me shut up for people thinking I'm in a poly. Alicia, answer that question.
Listen,
Will answer it. Let me hush if I get in trouble. I'm not in a poly.
let me tell you something, bro. This is how I feel about the situation. I love my wife. But if we pull something in and it hinders any of that love, you got to go. You got to go.
You
Because
gotta
we
have a
an understanding.
conversation with them.
Yeah.
Right,
we do.
That's
Right.
the point.
Right.
From the door. If you're going to, our situation is fine to just me and her. You want to add another person in. But my thing is that it's not several different persons. We want to pick that one that you can deal with
I appreciate
and you can deal with on a consistency. You got some, some type of common interest that we have, whatever. But if it affects Will and Alicia in any type of negative way, you got to go.
Word.
You got to go. Because our stuff is good.
Yeah.
And we ain't trying to pull nothing in that's going to make that. This is
Gonna make home difficult.
this the
Right.
piece.
And the crazy thing about it is that don't just go for being poly or anything like that. That goes for just overall.
Relationships. Yeah.
Absolutely.
If anybody, baby
I
mama,
love
side
that.
piece, anything, it's overall. If you're interfering with what is here, the foundation, it has to go.
It has to go.
Any little thing can mess up. I
Yeah.
mean, look at the foundation.
I love
It's
it.
crazy, So if you do that, it has to be, dismissed. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm gonna repeat what Alicia said
Ain't
to
no
make
deal
sure
with
y'all understood that. When it's home comes first. So if it's anything that's messing up home, making drama at home, making your spouse getting in their feelings and all this stuff, it has to go. You gotta love home first. You gotta do what it takes to keep home happy.
Right.
Period.
And that goes for everybody.
And that goes for everybody.
Baby
Side
mama,
pieces,
That goes
baby
Look at
mama,
this.
everything.
That goes for
Even the
we are blended
kids.
family.
We have
That goes for
everything.
even
that
the
goes
under
for
the kids
kids.
too.
Anything.
That goes for kids,
Everybody.
baby
We don't
mama,
discriminate against
aunts,
nobody.
uncles,
Your
mamas,
dog.
that.
Anything.
If it
The dog
affects
got to
our circle,
Right.
you are not going to
Damn,
be
dog.
in
The
our
dog
circle.
too.
Because you got to remember,
that.
kids got two parents.
Yeah.
Right.
So if you can't respect my situation with me, then you go to the other one.
Yeah.
And that's just what it is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You have to come to that understanding where, like I said, we're in our 40s now.
Yeah.
We halfway through.
We halfway through.
So I'm not going to allow you to mess up my other half.
Yep.
And I am
Because you were part of my negative and my first half.
And he is my third husband.
Yeah. I love it. You know, it takes time to get there.
Right.
You know, a lot of us are not there yet, and a lot of us are. I was married for almost 20 years before we divorced in March. So I never say that my marriage was a waste of time.
Right.
I always say I learned from it.
Right.
You know, I learned so much from that marriage, and I learned what I would not accept, and my tolerance level is a little lower now because I'm not accepting so much that I did. Sorry for the next guy, but you gotta be up to par for me.
And that's
Why y'all do that? Why y'all take it out on the next guy?
We're not taking it out.
No,
We learn
it's
what
not.
we want to accept.
It's what you want to accept.
That's all it is.
Right.
So hypothetically, I'm gonna say with you, hypothetically, before you got married, you had a girlfriend that would stay out, you know, late or do whatever. You know, you're not gonna want that in your wife. That's something you just would not accept anymore. You accepted it then, you know how I made you feel. So you're not gonna do it with the next person. You're not gonna allow it with the next person.
Right. The Saturday when she
Well, see, that's what I'm saying.
Boundaries.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Right.
I knew how it made me feel, so I'm not going to accept that with the next relationship. It has nothing to do with taking it out on a new person. It has something to do with my feelings. You see what I'm saying? So yeah. Angela said some people like variety, and to each his own. But if poly would work for you, why not? It would decrease the drama. I'm just saying, and that's so true. If you know I'm into women, you know whatever, and that's just something. No, I'm just saying. Shut up, Drake. I always use myself as a
Is that the ass?
Anywho,
Everybody in the Fruit Loop Bowl these days.
if you know I'm into women coming into the relationship, and I decide to have that conversation with you, you get what I'm saying? It would be much better than me cheating with a woman and have drama than to say, hey, babe, listen, I like women. How would you feel about this, that, and the third? You know, to see how he feel about it. See if he accepts it.
A man to be more open to it because
you know,
a man gonna be
you
on.
cheat with a woman, then he really not.
It's still the point
A
of
man gonna have a problem with another man coming in
yeah.
and her asking for another man.
Yeah.
Another woman,
another woman.
man is awesome.
and lines of communication still should be there. I still should be able to come to you and say, I'm into women. You know, I wouldn't mind bringing her in.
Do that.
What's wrong with that? I trust who. I mean, you know, like we have a conversation. James said, so you saying it's all right to have a side piece just as long as it's not interfering with your main home situation?
No, we're not
James,
saying that.
We are not saying that. I do not agree with the side piece.
All parties have to be in agreement.
We have to be in agreement.
Yeah, we're not saying that. I'm not saying that at all.
No. I'm not saying that at all. No. If I have a side piece, I feel like it's no longer a side piece because all of us should know about it.
Right. It's not a side piece. Because a side piece is unknown.
Right.
So this is known.
So
James,
what
I
happens when
mentioned
she
side
becomes
piece before.
known?
That was back in my day.
So what is she doing when she becomes known?
What you mean?
When she becomes known, she's in the
What you mean become known
She's
from
a part of
society?
She's not.
She's our girlfriend.
But you still involved with your husband, wife, or whatever.
Wait a minute. What you mean?
Right.
What you mean?
You know what I mean?
No, I don't. Seriously, you saying
All right,
like?
check this out. Let's say, for instance, you had a thug boo on the side.
You said thug boo?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Don't even worry about it. It just figures. Oh, have mercy. And you know, you got your dude that was here the other day. You know.
Well, damn, he taking it real personal.
Oh.
Okay, he was here the other day. Go ahead.
So you know, you and your thug boo, y'all start doing more things together, like going out in public, going to the movies, going to the clubs together. You know, just things you and your Pacific partner would do, but now you're doing it with your thug boo.
Okay.
So what is he to you now?
So the thug boo would be kind of like the
dating.
side piece
You're
as a
saying-
woman. Is that what you're saying? The thug boo would be the side piece.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
The thug boo's a side piece, and you said we're dating. Like we're doing things that me and the main do.
Yeah.
But he playing the role.
What's wrong?
That's what he's supposed to do.
So what is he classified as now?
He's
still the
classified
side
as the side boo until I have that conversation with my main boo to bring him into
But
our
you just
equation.
said the side piece is hidden.
It
You're not.
It is. The side piece is hidden until you bring him into
Just
the
because we're going
equation.
to dinner and the movies and stuff don't mean he's out in the open. We're going
That's
somewhere
the-
where nobody might see us.
That's the open right there. Dinner, movie,
No.
grocery store, anyway. Laundromat, car wash.
That's like he cheating.
Listen, I done did all that.
On that.
So,
Yeah.
See, I knew it was
and
going to
that's
come to
why
the
he
light.
did that.
Oh,
That's the only
that's
reason why I'm saying that. Yeah, I done been been open. I done been in public with a side boob plenty of times.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But at that time, I was single. He was in a relationship, so I was a side boob. So he the one decided to have me out in the open.
Right.
Oh,
That's what he accepted.
That's what he
So
accepted.
you was a thug boo.
I was a thug boo. Since he want to put me on blast like
So
that.
how did you feel like when he started actually doing like main stuff with you? Like
Nothing,
main
because I knew it
stuff?
wasn't gonna be nothing more than that.
So you accepted it.
I protected my feelings.
There's a lot I don't know about you. I
I can't wait.
I protected my feelings.
As you should. Well, you know what? Sometimes, a lot of times, we as women, we don't know how to push the stop button.
Right.
We don't know how to stop our feelings because we are set up to be emotional. You know, we're emotional people. We pour so much of ourselves into our spouse, into our kids, into our family, into this, and we spread so far. We don't know like when to say, okay, stop. It's okay to be where I'm at. It's okay not to, you know, give all of this to this person. You know, we just don't know when to stop ourselves. And sometimes when a man sees that, they can take they full advantage.
They take advantage of it.
Full advantage.
They know she's fully gone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because they think it's serving so much good things.
But you know, I'm
it can go the other way
gonna
around too
I'm
now.
gonna go back to Drake's question.
Yeah,
I don't
women
think I
take full
answered that
advantage
properly.
too now.
I did not
Of
answer
what?
that
Of
honestly.
what? Of what, Drake?
Women take full
Of
advantage
what?
too now.
What we take full advantage?
Just like the situation what you just said, like how men take full advantage when they find out the ladies all in their feet. Y'all females take full advantage when
But
y'all find
who
out.
is more likely to take advantage?
Well,
Man.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
One thing I was not honest about, and I thought about it as Alicia was talking.
Mm-hmm.
When you said, how did that make me feel? I felt like he had two girlfriends because I was no longer the timepiece because we did too much together.
There you
now
go.
you're not a thug.
That goes back to
A man is gonna change.
Your girlfriend number two.
Right.
Yeah, you're right.
Right.
Okay, that's exactly what I had to sit here and
And
think about.
anytime that man change and know if he has a significant other or whatever, and I'm the side piece. I'm just speaking,
Right, in general,
because I never experienced the side piece.
Yeah.
I never been a side piece that I know of.
I'm learning a whole lot.
So,
about you.
Whenever
years.
he does that, it's like, really? So what role am I going to play? What I'm going to accept? Am I going to continue to be over here? Am I going to, you know what I'm saying? We as women got to be open to that because we are competitive bitches.
Oh my God, we are.
See, first thing
We can't see this, even though we had the same man, we got two different
We got
men.
two different men.
Because what I'm getting from this man, you probably wasn't able to pull out of him. But
Absolutely.
since we so competitive, it's like, oh my God, be in your lane.
Yeah.
We have a hard time doing
We
that.
have a hard time doing it. You see, I don't went from the side piece to the girlfriend. So
But you allowed that though.
I allowed it. Yeah. And I felt like, okay.
But he played that
He
role.
played that
He
role.
put you in that role. Because if he wasn't giving off you that energy to take you out to eat, to showcase you, to do this and that, you wouldn't be able to be there in that role. Guess what? You would have been in the bedroom.
In the bedroom. And that was it.
Thank you.
That was it.
Ha!
Maybe
He
$300
introduced us.
here and
He
there.
introduced
But I
us.
knew
Yeah.
family. I knew everybody.
Honey,
You know?
Okay.
So,
yeah,
it's real out here in the
Brother.
street. Everybody.
honey, okay.
Angela said,
You
know your
petty, Drake.
limitations.
You petty.
Take some mama. Hey, mom.
Video chat. Okay, Angela said, know your limitations, but shit happens, and if you have to deal with it, deal with it accordingly.
Right.
I'm saying though, but it's like you said,
Angela said exactly.
you can't expect what happened now, cause you could, like I said, your mind frame is like, yeah, this nigga, all he gonna do is just be a little side nigga. But when that side nigga
Step
start
up to the
doing that
plate.
shit where
Step
your
up to the
nigga
plate.
ain't really doing,
Mm.
I guarantee you that mind frame gonna change.
It definitely changes.
Oh, child. We
It
ain't gonna
changes.
talk about that because it's 5 o'clock, y'all. So listen.
I'm glad.
Yeah, because I was running out.
Yeah, it was about to
Dre
get
got me
deep
in
just
trouble now. God
You got
damn,
yourself
Dre, you
in
asked me
trouble.
all kind of questions.
Hey,
Anyway, I'm just
here
playing.
for?
Everything is everything when it comes to me. I'm transparent. Y'all already know that. Yeah, I'm very transparent. So, okay, here, you guys, we had a 5 o'clock limit. I enjoyed you guys. Drake, thank you for always stepping up. I appreciate you. Alicia, thank you for coming. She said she'll be glad to be on the panel any given time. And hold on, y'all, we got something. They said, so why is it so easy for y'all women to classify us men as dogs or no good when women just are just as worse? Y'all have the same intentions and urges. Listen, it comes to a place. Let me tell you, James. Let me tell you why.
I don't think all men are dogs. I think it's never
dogs.
to a woman because it's what the woman accepts from the man that's going to have the man play his card. Because if she don't accept the bullshit from him, then guess what? On to the next female. So I don't look at men like, you know.
I don't say all men are dogs.
I don't.
You know what I'm saying?
I love a dog. Because they can be trained.
He's saying that. He's saying that because of what I said as far as the side piece. Yes, some women out here that's doing the most. And that's just what it is. But guess what? I'm not going to sleep with a heavy heart or a headache because it is what it is. If you allow me, and if you allow me to have a side piece and a man or whatever, I don't know. That's just me. But women or men are one and the same. I'm not going to say all men are dogs.
No,
some women are dogs. And that's just what
I think women are better than the man.
We definitely better.
We run the game better than them.
We
definitely.
We run it way better.
Definitely. Run it way better.
Way better.
Yeah.
No,
I know.
do.
I know that. Yeah.
We do.
Women are way better. Yeah.
Let me tell you why. Because we communicate in the beginning. We tell you what it is going to be, what it's not going to be, and how you're going to accept it or you keep on moving.
But see, we can change that whole mind.
No, you can't.
Right,
This is a whole nother show, y'all.
Yeah, a whole nother one.
Wait till that explicit tongue come out.
James,
because fellas, if you know how to use that tongue, they'll change their mind.
That tongue, no.
We have the same intentions and urges of a man. We're on the same level as a man. So if a
Right.
woman call a man a dog, goddamn, she could be a dog.
I got a mouth of a
And
dog.
Angela said, anyone mind frame will change when you're getting something you never had.
See that?
Absolutely.
Did I just say that?
That's true.
Did I just say that? I'm telling you now.
Yeah, that's the truth.
Like, ladies, if you just want that man to be a side nigga, don't be around here sucking him good and licking his booty hole and all that. Cause that right there
gonna mess him up.
Amber said this is good, don't rush it. So they don't want us to end.
Oh, they don't want us to end. We get 10 more minutes.
10 more minutes. We're going at 5:10 now. We're going at
We'll
5:10.
get 10 more minutes. But ladies, don't be out here doing all that in the men, dog. Like,
You got to be able to handle it.
Well, you know what?
If I want to do whatever you just said, and I don't talk nasty, Dre, so you can repeat.
you got a show coming up. So you
Well,
want to talk
they
nasty.
paying for that show.
Oh,
So that's different.
$4.99, y'all.
Yes, $4.99 explicit talk. Y'all make sure y'all tune in. Me and Lisa Ray.
Lisa Ray, she forgot the name. She
So
forgot
what
the
you
name.
say? We're gonna have to do a show. We'll talk about that.
Okay.
If they doing all that, if they're doing things that you never had before, that's up to y'all not to get into y'all feelings.
There you go. It's called Stop Yourself.
Period.
Stop yourself.
Protect your adult actions.
Don't forget about you.
Don't
Protect your
unprotect
adult.
it.
That's right. Don't do unprotected. Right. Because they can take
She
you down the
doing-
road that you never been down either. That
She
you may not
tossing
think come back
salad,
from.
she teabagging, she doing all that. It's up to you to control your
Your
feelings.
feelings.
Period.
And your man.
Same for y'all, too.
We can
Right.
control
Same for
ours.
y'all. Y'all
Both
mean?
ways. That's true.
We can control ours.
Yeah, we down there eating chicken noodle soup and everything and whatnot. Got down getting it right.
But it can go both ways. You got to. That's why I said, don't forget about you. You have to know. You have to know yourself first. But a lot of times we lose ourselves. We don't know what we like. Sometimes we can be up and down. That all plays a part. It all plays a part.
Yeah, you got to know yourself when you go on.
James said that goes both ways.
When you going into something with especially with a freak, you better know yourself.
You
better
better
mess your mind up. I'm telling you.
have you gone
There you
in
go.
that field.
Won't mess your mind.
Standing by the bakery butt naked with buns.
I guess he's saying sexual acts. Well,
But see, my thing is that's the problem with men.
they so close-minded, I think.
And I'm just being real.
I'm being honest.
I'm all
I'm being
110% man. But we get attached to that good booty. We get attached to that.
Not good booty, but awesome booty.
Okay, we can say awesome
Yeah,
booty.
say awesome
Oh,
booty.
she's sloppy toppy.
Yeah.
All this and that. But my thing is that as men, if you that damn good, you can pull that shit out of a woman that ain't doing none of that shit right now. But if you a real man, you pull all that shit up out of her.
You think so?
Oh yeah.
All day long.
Yeah, I agree with
Because
you.
I've dealt with the freak, and I've dealt with the
The
With
Mary
the
Clarence.
choir
Mary
girl.
Clarence. The Mary Clarence with
And-
the long dress down. But that
and-
dress come up.
But that dress,
and the
like
choir
she
girl.
said, the dress come up. And my thing is that if you like I said, man, ain't gonna don't change for but the right woman.
That's what I'm saying.
And a woman that ain't doing nothing, that ain't teabagging, that ain't licking butt
Right.
and all that. Oh, you get it done from her, but you got to be that man to pull that up out of her. But see, a man, he's hunters. Men are hunters.
Yes, sir. And I love the hunt.
Somebody mentioned
I love
the
the hunt.
hunt word to me, and y'all, I'm a little blind. Sometimes I'm a little.
Hunt.
What exactly you mean? What, when y'all say that?
When I say the man is a hunter, and I tell my husband, this is how I actually brought in our. I said you need to go and hunt because I feel like a man would get comfortable with that one woman. When she check all his boxes, he get comfortable. He'll lose the freak, the just spontaneous dates and sex. Go hunt. I told my husband, go hunt.
So he found the
go
woman.
hunt. Yes.
You didn't find the
I
woman.
wanted her. Go hunt. Go find her.
But how did you approve? See, we gotta say this for Sunday.
All right.
Sunday gonna be a whole lot. It's gonna be a whole lot.
How did you approve of her? Like, did he?
Next Sunday's going down, y'all. You best believe that.
Hold on, Melvin said something real quick. Sometimes it's hard for a woman to protect her feelings. That's why men cheat on them numerous times before you finally decide to leave him.
But I promise you, that woman saw some signs that she ignored.
We ignore red flags.
We ignore it. Why? Because we want that person. So we ignore the red flags. Go hunt. A man.
How did you approve? Okay, so he found the woman.
How did you want to next Sunday so bad?
I know I want to so bad. They should have let me stop earlier.
5 more minutes.
How did you? Did you approve? Did he say, "Okay, babe, this is who I chose"? How did you approve of her?
I approve of her by how she looks.
Okay.
I want a female that match me.
When you say match you, what do you mean?
As far as appearance, as far as demeanor, as far as her energy, all. I don't want the opposite. You know what I'm saying? I want her to be able to match me. So when he sent me the pictures, he was like, I think I got somebody. Because my words was to him, go hunt.
Yeah.
He was like, really? I'm like, you're losing it. I need you to go hunt.
See, you got to think about it too, though. I was a hoe. Then I found that one that checked the boxes. So that made me change my dynamic of being a hoe.
Right.
I don't need no other chick. Because she do it all.
But then he said this. Don't think that I'm going to hunt and get her, and then you come back later on and say, I want to do it. I said, no, I'm being very transparent. When I say I want you to go hunt, I want you to go hunt. So you just going to do it. Right. I'm not going to come back and say, I want this man over here because he got some better dick. Because the dick over here is wonderful. Yeah. I don't need extra dick.
Right.
I just need a tap in.
No extra dick.
I need I need a tap in bitch. Because when I'm tired and I'm stressed out, you don't blow my back out and my legs ain't working. I need to sis, come on over.
Yeah.
We about to go to NC.
Right.
That's what I need.
Yeah. And you will find that, but y'all gotta talk about it. Right. You know what I'm saying? It's a conversation.
It's a big thing because we have friends that's married and we have this conversation. They look at us like, y'all married, like this is crazy.
That's not crazy to me.
And to be honest,
that's not crazy.
And to be honest, Frema, I wasn't down with it ever.
You wasn't?
You know why he wasn't down? Because he thought I was going to change.
That's what I was about to say.
He thought it was a setup for him.
Yeah,
see if you gonna do this? You gonna do this?
Especially from a dynamic of me being a hoe.
Yeah.
James said he loses the hunger for a different prey.
I'm a predator.
Angela said McMillan can.
I'm always home.
Can you elaborate? When choosing, some men chooses the woman who has better sex. How do you know she got? Oh, you saying like in a poly relationship?
It goes.
They ain't choosing.
It goes back like
that bond is there. You go out and have a bond, and
even if
everything
you bring in someone else, the bond with the foundation is totally different. She's only going to add to it. She can't interfere with the bond because his attraction with me is totally different from her. What we have is totally different from what we have with her. So she would never be able to break that bond unless y'all allow it.
Unless we allow it.
It's all what you allow. It's all what you bring into. And it's all about communication and being open. I had a big fantasy session. This is how it came on.
No.
Okay,
we're not doing it.
2 minutes. You got 2 minutes.
We're gonna wait until Sunday to see how all this started. You about to spill all the beans. Jesus. I love them, and I just met them, y'all.
And y'all gotta come to our game show. We want y'all on the game show.
So we're doing a game show here. What's the date?
We haven't really set that up yet because we got a lot of stuff.
We did have a date. Let me get my calendar.
I ain't got my notebook on me. I ain't got my
See,
calendar.
I get a point, even though
I tell y'all,
I get a point.
I need an
That's
assistant.
here.
They don't want to believe me. I need an assistant. I got too much bookings
It's not
going
in
on.
here.
I thought they had a date.
No, we had a date for the
Oh, it's not in here.
for the Spotlight Talent Show.
June the 5th.
June 5th, y'all.
Oh,
That's
that's
the date.
Sunday.
Oh
No.
shit. Oh,
We can't do it Sunday. We ain't prepared. June the
that's June.
5th.
That is Sunday. I mean, we can run it.
So would y'all be no? They
can
can
run
do
it.
the talk
Yeah.
show.
Look.
So this is what it is.
We
It's
like you guys,
Newlywed
so
Game.
like that's we like
It's like
the
the
show.
newlywed
We
game.
look
How
at the
well
show.
you know your part.
Yeah, it's like the
We
newlywed
look at the
game. So you know,
So Sunday the 5th is when I ask y'all to come back on.
This gonna be
Actually,
kinda
which is next
fun.
Sunday. So y'all good with talking to me about poly and online dating?
then the show
And are y'all good with doing the game show about how well you know your partner? It's fun.
still gonna broadcast it live,
And
right?
actually, we'll bring in some of our friends. We have a group that we do couples. So we'll invite some of them. Also.
Yeah,
So
that's next Sunday. June the 5th.
when we told
June the 5th,
our group
y'all.
of friends that we were
At Brooklyn Restaurant and
coming
Lounge.
into the party, they
It's
were
going
like,
down.
we had something like, oh no.
Oh,
And I told my girlfriend,
everybody's
just like,
everybody's
oh my
against it.
God.
Everybody against it?
Everybody.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not against it. I must say, I talked about
My thing is
Matter
that
of fact, Alicia, I think you were on my show and told me you were poly.
I did.
I thought you were somebody else, but okay. Well, nice to meet you, honey. Okay, I be drinking on my show, as you know. So
Always.
So, Frema,
Even when she not on the show, she be drinking.
we're gonna do 2 things Sunday. Is that what you're saying?
it's the show, and then immediately afterwards at 5, it will be the game show.
Okay.
Run it.
I told
June
you
5th.
But we still need a third person. I told you a couple.
Third person for?
yesterday about
We need
the
3
third
couples.
couple.
Yeah, we need 3
So we
couples.
said we was gonna have a young couple.
I'm not doing it.
I have an older couple that I
That'll
can
do
add. And they've been married,
Let
what,
me know.
33 years?
You say you got a couple, Veronica?
Yeah, they
Okay, so you let me know tonight if they'll be or tomorrow,
Okay.
and then we could So that's next Sunday.
But y'all know y'all eating for sure. Y'all eating.
So we got
Live.
listen. We only got 2 minutes. We got a few. Somebody said something. Melvin said, "Why some men rather be with the side chick instead of the wifey?"
Because the side chick is doing way more things than the wife is doing. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Listen
That's
to
what I was
me.
about to say.
That's it, Drake.
That's what I was about to say.
I
Say it
agree.
again, Drake, because I was talking.
Listen to me. You know you love your wife. You love her to death, but some things your wife just don't do that the other woman on the side she'll do perfectly. Boom.
There's your answer. It's no need.
Baby,
to
I'm not
elaborate.
talking about you. I love you
But
to
at
death.
the same time, if you need something, there's a lot of communication between you and your wife, because if she's not fulfilling and you laying there and you're not getting fulfilled and you're not communicating that with her, so she don't know that she ain't doing it right, that's the problem.
That's the problem.
That's the problem.
You need a communication is
That's
key.
the problem.
And
I'm not
you said
burning
that.
calories for nothing.
Y'all heard what she said?
Yeah,
And I ain't
said
sweating
that
out this
earlier.
red hair
Y'all got some
for
catching
nothing.
up.
Oh no, we're not doing that. We ain't
She on a
saying
whole nother level.
Yes,
We
ma'am.
ain't
I'm gonna
saying
get mom to take her home and I'm coming.
Y'all got some catching up to do, ladies, because she on a whole
that.
nother
So,
level.
back to the question you asked me, how did I match her? She had to match my energy.
Lisa Ray, you
So,
still watching?
when
You
I
should have been
first
here.
Met her.
That would have been your best friend right there.
I love her. She was so
Right there.
cool, down to earth. I like her energy, and she has her physique, her appearance is nice. I can't go and get somebody else, and you know how women be with the competitive.
Right.
Oh, I want somebody that don't look as good or as this.
No, I need her.
He need to
I
have
need her.
two bad hits.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Two.
I agree with you on
This
that.
got to match the energy.
I agree.
What
with
King
you.
George? What
This
King
got
George
to
said?
match.
I need 3. You gotta have 3.
Listen,
I like
Drake,
King
simmer
George.
down.
King George.
Wifey said, so what you trying to say, Drake?
Listen,
He
didn't
said-
I just
he said he don't
I
got
just
a problem.
tell you
He said he ain't got no problem.
I ain't got no problem. Listen what I'm saying on the
You
That's how we should have ended.
I done tell
Yeah,
you.
you better end it. You better end it.
No,
Hold on,
no,
one more person. James said, Melvin McMillan, the side piece is doing something a little better that's pleasing to him. And that's the same thing Drake said.
But
Wait a minute.
whoever the side piece is, if you have the main piece, she needs to
You
be
say on live telling me you got a side piece? Oh,
She needs
your
to
lady
be-
ain't
No,
watching
he's
those.
not saying.
Oh,
He's
No,
saying-
James not saying that. He's just saying the same thing you said.
Oh, yeah,
That's
yeah,
why
yeah,
Ashley
yeah.
said
It's
that.
still
You
some
know-
kind of lack of communication. I'm gonna need him to communicate.
But I'm
what
not
needs
speaking
to be
on
done.
myself.
You
You
know,
know,
well, you married.
you know, niggas talk now. You know, fellas
Right,
talk. You know,
right.
we get in big circles, smoke weed, and talk. You know, about any and everything. You know, so
And I get in the big
I got a
circle
couple
and talk
homeboys
about
that, yeah, you know, they ready to kick their girlfriends to the boot. But I ain't about to say no name.
Y'all gotta stop responding now. We trying to end the show.
They like this.
Ashley said, wait till you get home.
Listen,
Oh,
I ain't coming home. If you want that
That could be a
nonsense
good
right
thing.
there, I'm not
She
coming
might
home.
be doing something good tonight.
Oh, well, I'm coming home then.
Ashley, give him something he never had tonight, baby.
I'll be right there. I'll be
if,
right
he,
there, baby.
if his side piece is doing all of this over here and he just up in La La Land and he got Mary Clarence at the house, I'm gonna need Mary Clarence to tap out
She need to tap out.
and go get some
Let
help.
him go ahead.
Or he needs to be communicating with her that it's not fulfilling him.
We're gonna
That's
end it.
why.
We're gonna end it with this, y'all.
I'm good,
We're
baby.
gonna end it.
I'm
We're
good.
gonna end it with this.
I'm ending it with
Listen, if you
I
know
do.
that you
Had a
want
water
more
in it.
or things could be a little better, communication is key. That's all I'm gonna say. And that's in every aspect, not just sex, but in everything. Please talk to your other half and let them know what you need, what you want, what you're yearning for.
And go to
You
church.
know what I'm saying? They ain't got nothing to do with it.
They
Make
really don't.
sure you talk to your other half so things can straighten out so they won't have to go astray.
You gotta pray about it.
Please. So, real quick, next Sunday, is that a good enough time?
That's June 5th, y'all.
So next Sunday, we are doing our show as usual. We're talking about online dating and poly relationships with Alicia and Will. And then also immediately afterwards at 5 o'clock, maybe 5:15, 5:30, we're going to start our newlywed game. You know, not newlywed, no. Just,
the name of the game
how well
is
you know your
Love
spouse.
and Lounge.
Love and Lounge, how well you know your other half. So
Do you?
this is going to be fun. Y'all make sure y'all put in your calendars. Come out June the 5th. Have a good time, some food, some drinks, and just some laughter.
Right
Try
now.
something new.
So all the married couple side pieces,
Yeah.
y'all come out next Sunday. We're definitely the
Lord.
Wilson's definitely gonna be
The
promoted.
wheels would
We're
definitely
gonna
be
need security.
promoted, and we appreciate y'all.
We're gonna
Security.
get
We ain't
TKO.
got no side chicks invited.
No, bring the side chick.
Bring the side
So
chicks.
the
Alicia
she playing
said.
her role.
I'ma
She
tell-
gonna be
She gonna
quiet.
be quiet.
She gonna be
That
quiet.
is that you gonna give her input.
Fellas,
Bring
I'm gonna
side
tell you right now, if you bring your lady and your side piece, and
You
shit
better
get-
have them in the
if shit
control.
getting old,
Right.
you better be able to hold your own draws. So that's all I'm gonna say.
You better have it in control. So you guys, next Sunday, June the 5th, we also have our open mic or battle, DJ battle coming up. Brooklyn
Yes.
Restaurant Lounge.
June 12th, you got the old school DJ showcase, 80s and 90s R&B and hip hop only.
Talent show.
Talent show, spotlight talent show. We still looking for those people. So if you got talent, that's acting, rapping, singing, poetry, whatever you think your talent is hot, hit us up and we'll put you in the showcase.
Okay. Sounds good. You guys, we're going to end it here again. Congratulations to all the graduates, parents. Don't get your kids out just because they graduated. Let them get where they need to be. Make them have a backbone. Let them have a backbone and be their backbone.
Speaking of graduates, y'all parents need to stop yelling when them people tell y'all don't yell until after all the
Okay,
graduates'
first of
names
all-
have been called.
First of all, my son told me, he said, Frema, he said, Mama, if nobody else parent me yell, you better not yell. I said, okay, cool. I heard that person parent yell. I said, hey, this I'll go. That means we can do it. So I yell because other parents yell.
I didn't care nothing about what they said. I
You
yelled.
still gonna
I
do it?
yelled and I did a praise break. All that.
I
You
know.
got a lot on your hands, Will. I can tell.
Frema, I had a whole microphone out there interviewing.
Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
honey, I got to show you. Yeah, I had a whole microphone out there and all. Yeah.
You got a lot on your hands, Will. You guys,
Microphone and all.
we're gonna go ahead and end this. I had a great time. Thank you both for coming on. I really appreciate it.
Thanks for the invite.
Vibes were great. We're gonna continue. I got 2 panelists that are willing to come on. So hey, everything happened for
I'm
a
always
reason.
here. This is my
Everything
home.
happened for a reason.
Y'all
I
catch
love
me
it.
here all the time. Brooklyn Restaurant, Sip and Talk. I'm always here.
1575 Russell Street. Y'all don't sleep on this place. It's beautiful.
Don't
Beautiful.
sleep on it because your
Beautiful.
boy name is on it now. The Flare is here. Put Brooklyn Restaurant back on the map, and that's what I'm gonna do. I told
Absolutely.
Mom I was gonna do it before I'm gonna do it, so she
We're
can pay
doing
me.
it. We're doing it.
Y'all help me get paid now. I'm telling y'all.
As we always say on Let's Sip and Talk with Frema. Peace and love.
Peace.
Love.